It's a question that cuts deep, isn't it? Why do bad things happen to good people? Every time we hear of someone virtuous who's struck with illness, loses a loved one, or faces hardship after hardship, we feel this unease. We look at their kindness, their generosity, their devotion, and we can't help but wonder, is this fair? And so, today, let's take a closer look at this question, a question as old as humanity itself. In Islam, hardship, suffering, and challenges aren't signs that Allah has abandoned someone, nor that they're somehow cursed. Instead, these difficulties are seen as deep, meaningful aspects of our journey. The Quran and the sayings of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, give us beautiful, powerful insights that answer this question. The first idea to consider is that hardship is a test from Allah. The Quran tells us in Surah Al-Baqarah, "And we will surely test you with something of fear and hunger, and a loss of wealth and lives and fruits. But give glad tidings to the patient." 2:15-5. This verse acknowledges that trials are part of life. It's a universal experience, a means by which we are shaped and tested. And Allah reminds us that those who remain steadfast and patient are blessed with glad tidings. A hope that even in hardship we are not alone, and our endurance isn't wasted. We might wonder why tests even need to happen in the first place. Why can't life just be easy? But the truth is, tests are often meant to bring out the best in us, or at times to cleanse us of our flaws. Just as gold is refined by fire, we too are refined by our challenges. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "If Allah wants to do good to someone, He afflicts him with trials." In other words, hardship can be a means of purification, a form of spiritual development that draws us closer to Allah. In fact, many of the greatest people in Islamic history, including the prophets themselves, faced intense challenges. Look at Prophet Ayub, Job, who lost everything he held dear, yet his faith only grew stronger, and he became a model of patience for all of us. Another way to understand this question is to consider that suffering is sometimes a wake-up call. It's easy for us to get wrapped up in the temporary comforts and distractions of life, to forget our higher purpose and drift away from the remembrance of Allah. Hardships often remind us that our time here is short, that life is precious and shouldn't be spent aimlessly. They push us to realign our priorities, to renew our connection with Allah, and to remember that there is something much greater than the everyday struggles we face. It's also important to realize that hardships foster compassion. When we see someone go through a difficult time, we feel empathy. We become gentler, more understanding people. That's why charity, kindness, and helping others are so deeply rooted in Islamic values. In helping others, we heal a part of ourselves, and we create a cycle of compassion. Allah calls us to be people of mercy, because, as humans, we are bound by the experiences we share. But does this mean that good people are left to suffer alone? Not at all. Allah tells us in Surah Al-Inshirah, "Indeed, with hardship comes ease." 94:6. Notice that He doesn't say after hardship comes ease, but with it. This means that in every difficulty, there is an element of relief, a glimmer of hope, a lesson, or a hidden blessing. Sometimes, the ease might be the resilience and inner strength we gain, a strength we didn't know we had. Other times, it's the sense of peace that comes after overcoming a challenge, or the sense of gratitude we feel when life finally settles down again. These are the moments when we understand that we are much stronger and more capable than we thought. We might not always understand why a particular hardship is happening to us or to those we love. But in the Quran, Allah reassures us that He is Al-Hakim, the wise. Our limited perspective might prevent us from seeing the full picture, but Allah's wisdom encompasses every single detail. Trusting in that wisdom, even when it's difficult, is a powerful act of faith. It's about surrendering our worries, acknowledging that we don't control every part of our lives, and trusting that Allah knows what's best for us in ways we may not yet see. And finally, this world is not our final destination. For those who bear hardship with patience, Allah promises immense rewards in the hereafter, rewards that will make the suffering seem like nothing in comparison. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "On the day of judgment, Allah will ask those who suffered the most to dip once in paradise. When they come out, He will ask them, 'Have you ever suffered at all?' And they will reply, 'By Allah, no.'" This shows us that the hardship we face here, while difficult, is temporary. In the grand scheme of our existence, this life is but a short journey compared to the eternity of peace and joy awaiting those who remain patient and steadfast. So, when bad things happen to good people, it isn't a sign of Allah's displeasure or indifference. Rather, it is a profound, sometimes hidden mercy. It is a means of growth, an opportunity to connect with Allah, and a way to reach new heights of patience, compassion, and resilience. We may not always understand why, but we are reminded that Allah is always with us, supporting and guiding us through every difficulty. Let's remember that life is a test, and that each hardship we face can bring us closer to our Creator. And as we hold on to this understanding, we find strength in knowing that even in the darkest times, there is wisdom, purpose, and a promise of ease.
If you're enjoying our content and want to see more, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video. Your support helps us grow and reach more people. Also, if you'd like to help us produce even more frequent and high-quality content, consider contributing to us on Patreon. Every little bit helps, and it means the world to us. So, share with your friends, and let's keep this journey going together. Thanks for all your support.